It's Al Nygren again from the New Jersey International Film Festival with our second filmmaker interview. Before I do that, I just remind you that the New Jersey International Film Festival will be taking place from Friday, May 31st through Sunday, June 16th on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings between those dates, starting at 7 p.m. in Voorhees Hall, room 105 at 71 Hamilton Street at Rutgers University, New Brunswick, New Jersey. Our space is really terrific. You've got to come and check it out. Stadium seating, cushy chairs, high-def projection system, really an awesome space, so come and check it out. We also will be having free food, courtesy of Jimmy John's, prior to each screening, so you get a lot for your money. Plus, you get to interact with wonderful filmmakers, actors, actresses, and I happen to have two of them here today. We have Sloane Copeland and Jessica Piervicenti. I said it in the Italian style.
Thank you.
And their film is Wet Behind the Ears, which will be screening on Saturday, June 1st, our opening weekend. So you've got to come and check it out. Tell us a little bit about your film, Sloane.
It's a feature comedy about a girl who, a recent college graduate, who struggles to find a job and just acclimate to the real world. So she's forced to rely on her ingenuity to ultimately create her own opportunities.
And Jessica, how did you get involved in this film? You're actually one of the stars.
Yes, well, I play Vicky, her best friend, and we actually, it's an interesting story. Margaret Keane Williams and I met in an acting class, and we're both actresses in New York. And, you know, times are not always easy, and you have to sort of make your own work, and we were working on a scene, and we really liked each other, and we started writing a little bit, and she wrote a little hint of something, and then I brought it to Sloane, and it sort of came out of that, and we wanted to make our own movie.
Well, I thought you guys were both great. Maggie was wonderful as Samantha.
Yeah.
She's the lead. You play Vicky, and you're kind of roommates, and there's something going on because you're not going to be roommates anymore.
Right.
What's taking place in the story itself? I mean,
well, in the story itself, she has a lot of trouble finding a job and can't pay her half of the rent, and Vicky is really has her act together and really, you know, is irritated that she can't come up with her side of the rent, and so it's just it starts to kind of play out where I have to interview, my character has to interview a lot of different roommates to.
I thought that was some of the greatest comedy in the film too, the various roommates that come in, and you know, there are a number of other films that we've shown in the past, like Breaking Upwards, that deal with, you know, couples trying to find their way after school, and you know, New York City is also highlighted in your film, so it's also almost like a character. Did you decide to shoot on location? Or?
It was mostly just practical locations, whatever we had access to. So a lot of it was our apartment, Maggie's house where she grew up, whatever relationships that she had with locations in Long Island.
Yeah.
We even shot one of our scenes in Fort Lee, New Jersey. So we really just had, you know, used whatever resources we could.
Great.
Yeah.
And that's what I also mentioned to you before, that, you know, indie filmmakers are able to make their films look terrific, and I thought your film really has great production values, and I'm curious how much you actually spent on the film.
You know what, I hate when filmmakers don't answer this question.
You don't have to.
No, I mean, honestly, I'm fine answering it. It was, you know, micro budget. Literally, it was $12,000 all in all, $12,000 for everything.
It really doesn't look like that at all.
Thanks.
And I thought that the cast was also really terrific. Not just the leads, but all the ancillary characters. The gal that comes in to sample ice cream, she's really terrific too, in her own kooky way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I think the trauma of trying to find a job, and you know, there is a sub-theme throughout our current festivals where people are looking for work, seems to be out there, and that seems to be, people ask me, well, what kind of films are you getting? Well, a lot of people are concerned about the economy, and your film does that too. But I thought that the message of the film was ultimately focusing on making your own path, rather than worrying about trying to work for another corporation.
Absolutely. I think the film actually, and the process of making the film is echoed in the movie, because, as Jessica said, you had a couple of struggling actresses that created their own opportunity. They were kind of fed up with the struggling actress routine and decided to do something for themselves.
A lot of autobiography, it seems.
Yeah.
Are you guys a couple too?
We are.
In real life?
We are a real life couple, yeah.
We actually met because I auditioned for him.
Really?
Kind of, yeah.
We actually
terrific.
met officially a lot earlier than that, but we kind of reconnected through.
And how is it when you work together? Are there difficulties? I mean, I'm asking because I also have been in similar situations.
Yes and no. What's funny is that I think we collaborate really well together, like just because we both have the same kind of vision and we have the same
Unspoken kind of
Yeah,
relationship
right.
where
But then, of course, we're still so close that, like, you
the
know,
politeness that
fighting
you would
is just as
have with
easy.
another actor, like I don't have to worry about
Right.
that so much, and I
That's
can be
true.
more direct.
Right.
But you
That's
know,
true.
So yeah, we'll bicker after.
So, but in a sense, that makes it easier to work because you
Yeah.
have somebody else that you can bounce ideas off.
absolutely. And as far as just preparation, like we can talk the night before, where you know,
Yeah.
this film, honestly, we really didn't have any time to rehearse or anything. We were shooting, seeing the locations for the first time, working with actors. Some of them for the first time. A bunch are actor friends that I've worked with in the past. But with somebody like Jessica, yeah, I can kind of hash out everything going into it like the night before.
But how did you guys get into The Bitter End? I mean, did you guys restage that? To look
No,
like The
we
Bitter End?
actually shot that.
Yeah, I talked to Paul, who runs The Bitter End and has been there for 20-something years, and books all the talent. And I just had a great conversation with him, and we worked out a really, really tiny fee that we were able to squeeze into our budget, and we just took over the space for the
And
daytime.
probably the same for the band too, the music that you use?
Yeah, that band that performs in that scene at the Bitter End, they had actually played there a bunch of times, and
Yeah.
that's a friend of mine's band. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And did they do the music to the movie as
There's at least 4 or 5 of their songs.
Because I thought the soundtrack really propped up what you saw as well. And it's really, we're here to support indie films, and I think your film, not only the fact that it deals with college kids trying to find their way in the world, but that also really have a message, and a good message on how you can make it in the world.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think everybody's been frustrated at a time and wanted to do something and doesn't really know how. And I think that we hope that this film at least inspires people to do
Gives
things on
them
their own.
hope,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Or at the very least, it's universal enough
Yeah.
that people can relate to it and at least be entertained and find it humorous, hopefully. So.
Definitely. Well, our jury really loved it. And folks, you got to absolutely come and see Wet Behind the Ears on Saturday, June 1st. I don't have my glasses on. Saturday, June 1st. We will have the added benefit of having you present, both of you, as well as Maggie Keene. She's going to be there too, the lead actress and producer. So come on down and come and hobnob with these guys, and we'll see you at the movies. More information is at njfilmfest.com or call us at 848-932-8482. Thanks again. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.